hoje é foda, né?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Today is Monday. We are talking about the finale of Run the World with the ladies tonight. I'm with my homegirl from the BX. I got Tamika's Den in the building. I got EJ from Texas in the building, and from the DMV area, I got your girl Nita the Diva. What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? And what did y'all think about the finale? I'm gonna start with Tamika because look like it's burning your mouth like hot sauce, boo. What's up?
Oh Lord. Well, first of all, Moochie, I like that intro. Come through, Moochie. I need you to do my intro. I like the intro better than I did this episode. But
All right. Oh, thank you.
um it was cool though. Some parts made me laugh. Pretty much how all the episodes been. Some parts made me laugh. Some parts I was like, y'all could have gave me more. I felt fulfilled with Renee's story, but I was a little like, y'all just kind of threw some breadcrumbs on Whitney and Sandy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So what? Okay, I'm gonna come back to you because it's stuff that's burning my mouth too, Tamika. I'm gonna go with my girl Nita the Diva. Kiss, kiss, Nita. What you gonna tell me tonight with the finale? What's good?
It was okay. It was okay. Did it feel like they were wrapping it up in a fashion that we may not get a season 3 or something like that? Did y'all get that feeling?
I felt that a little bit.
Yes, I felt that way too.
Like I felt like they wrapped it up just enough so if it came back, okay, we got something. But if not, y'all should be good.
Mhm.
But it was okay. It was okay. Just like Tamika said, I like your intro better than the show. Say no, I'm just playing.
Wow. Wow.
I was just playing.
What's up, Brillo?
Hey,
Look,
girl.
how, with me, EJ didn't get to go. So what's EJ? What you gotta say? What's good? What's good, EJ? Tell me what you thought about the finale.
It was better than last episode, but it definitely wasn't giving finale vibes to me. But I don't know. It was just all right.
All right, it was just I. Okay, so me, how I felt about it, I thought we were gonna get some more closure, but I know if y'all read the whole thumbnail thing that I showed, which I would have probably had to bring y'all out the whole see the whole layout because it kind of pissed me off with this. And they basically, to me, I say Whitney, she she was in the right, she made the right wrong decisions for the thing. Bad
For the
timing.
right
That's what I
reason.
said. Whitney, bad timing. I don't know
Right.
if y'all felt that way. I felt like she had bad timing with everything.
Yes.
And we'll get to it later. I'm gonna put a pin in it right now. Let me see who's up in here, y'all. With us. Hey Daria. Hey Inga. What's up, Brillo? Zia. Nita Diva. Oh, keep in mind if you are looking at me on Facebook, we can see your comments here too. So chime in. Let us know what you're thinking. All right. And
Mhm.
okay, so this is tonight's vote that's in the chat tonight. And this is tonight's poll vote. I would like y'all to participate. I'm going to get Tamika to make sure she remind me to close it out so I don't forget this episode. And this is the poll, tonight's poll. Whose season's ending were you most satisfied with? Renee, Sandy, Whitney, or none of the above? All right, so just cast your vote, hit that like button, hit the share, put me up in the algorithm, y'all. All right, and holler at your girl. And we're gonna get started. We are gonna get started with the with this series, with this whole thing. And she's basically going to get her man back, Renee. Um, you got Renee going to get her man back. The girls is chiming in, putting the battery in her back, telling her to go get her, go get him. Which I like that they did stick with her. Who wants to take the top? I'm gonna start from the bottom. We're gonna start from Nita and work our way up. So Nita, what was your take on the scenes that's all in this picture, as far as even with Whitney supposedly practicing for her promotional speech, and then she didn't even go through with it? So, Nita, tell me what you thought.
Yeah, that's where I want to start at, because I was sitting up there and I was like, it felt like they threw that scene in there for no reason other than to try to give some kind of social commentary about microaggressions. It fell flat. They really could have kept it on the chopping room floor. That scene did not need to be there about touching black women's hair. It was so cringy to me. With the girls, supporting Renee, that was fine, but I just did not like the scene with Whitney and this guy. I was like, ew. It was so cringy to me. They could have kept that.
Yeah, that part, the whole thing with I understand you, and I'm invited to the cookout. Look, it was a no for you,
Like,
right, Tamika?
Yeah.
wah, wah, wah.
EJ, what's your take on it?
I liked how everybody was supporting Renee. I was there for it. Um, I mean, but at the end of the day, I agree with Nita 100%. It just felt like this was wasted space. We could have used this for something else, to be honest.
Absolutely.
All right, and I guess Tamika, you last. Go ahead with your comment.
Yeah, I agree completely. I don't think there's really much to add. That just felt awkward. It felt thrown in, like they could have threw it away. I didn't really understand the point. It seemed like she was supposed to be saying something more to him. I know at one point we did see her practicing before they got on this call. I definitely like, them just giving Renee support and all of that part. But it felt like she was supposed to be going in there to say something, but then at the end she just let him say what he was saying and pretty much was like, no, she didn't have nothing else to say. But then she looked like she wanted to say something else and walked out. So I was like, okay. Like,
Right.
yeah.
I don't know what they doing on this show. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's like they made gumbo, Nita. Just like you said, they just tossed in some of this and some of that and said, y'all be
Mhm.
satisfied with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Renee's outfit though. When
Oh
she
yeah.
came in there with that outfit,
Yes.
Of
like
course.
I love her wardrobe. Just the
Hmm.
Yeah.
colors. I like the popping colors that she wears, and
And
Hmm.
that pink hair, she was doing it with the pink hair today. I mean,
Hmm.
exactly.
yeah.
EJ, you got anything that you want to say? Anything else before I move to the next thing? Did I get everybody?
Oh yeah, you good. And I loved her hair too, Nita. It was so cute. I loved that pink hair. It's popping.
Yes.
Okay, so what was y'all thoughts on this new girl? Dang, I forgot her name.
Exactly. There you go.
Look, and the guy, and Sandy's guy, we forgot his name too.
Uh,
Yeah.
mhm.
Child. Child.
I forgot his name too, y'all. And I'm usually y'all know I'm usually good with names, right?
Hmm.
But I,
Yeah.
I was so trying to work. I'm worried about keeping my internet afloat.
I think her
So
name was India or something. I don't know.
yeah,
Something
that's
like
her
that.
name. You got it, India. That was
Yeah.
her name.
She was mad annoying.
She was mad annoying, touching his shoulders and all of that. You
Yeah,
saw
she's
how
doing too
Renee was
much.
Yeah,
looking.
she was doing too much.
Who was doing too much? India.
Indeed,
India.
yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
So since you started it off, Tamika, I want you to tell me your thoughts of this whole interaction with these three.
She was definitely doing too much, like being very overbearing, too much into it, got too much to add in. Like, okay, yeah, girl, he met you and you've been helping him with the album or whatever. But, she was making it known that she wanted this man. Okay. She was not trying to hide it at all.
Right.
And Renee, of course, was just thrown off by it. Like, I was getting aggravated with Renee, but at the same time, I know we were gonna draw it out and she was gonna get to the point eventually, but I was like, no, girl, like you had said last week, you wanted this conversation to continue. I think we all knew the way this show has been going that wasn't gonna happen. So at this point, she's saying she going for him, and of course, we got to have the roadblock, which is India coming in, and you know, he. I was just like, come on now.
All right, now y'all know, being that we doing the finale, I had to bring a special guest, and she made me feel so good the other day when I came on her show. So I want y'all to please give a warm welcome to my girl Struggles Reviews. Hey,
Hello.
Hey.
look, we gotta talk about the finale, girl.
Oh, I came on here to have a good time. Mood. Don't.
Look,
We
look.
gotta talk about this. We can talk about so many other things.
Oh, okay, overall, I don't know if you saw the vote that I left in the chat.
I voted.
Okay, so you voted. So
Mhm.
we'll come back to that at the end of the show. What were your overall thoughts on this? I know you were reviewing it too. We catch you on Saturdays. All of us here on the panel.
Mhm.
And we want to know your thoughts about it. I think, didn't you interview a cast member too?
No, oh my gosh,
Oh, okay.
I wish. No, well, first of all, how are you ladies doing? Thank you for having me.
Hey.
We
Yeah, the
doing good.
show, the show overall has just been, it's been a hard watch and a hard review. I've been
Mm.
sticking it out because we love to see some black people on TV.
Right.
We love to see some females on TV, and we hope that it gives. But this show, I think I said in the chat, like maybe episode 3, it lost its way and it just haven't been giving. Now, this episode in particular, like it's been better than I think the last 3 or 4 episodes, but that's not saying a whole lot. And it's kind of late for me for them to try to come through and kind of save it and make me wonder about season 3. I will be surprised if they got renewed at all.
Right.
Facts.
I feel like they just was throwing everything on the wall and see what would stick.
Yeah.
At this last scene, they just made like how Nita put it, a whole bunch of gumbo. They just put a whole bunch of some of this and some of that in it.
Yeah.
And I was hoping to see more with this. I was hoping to see more conversation with Renee and Dag. Renee and Jason.
Jason.
I was hoping to see
See, you
more
don't
of
know
a
the people name.
conversation with them.
Right.
I was hoping to see more of a closure conversation with uh Whitney and Ola. I was wanting to see more of a closing conversation with Sandy and Matthew. I feel like we didn't get any sort
Absolutely
of
right.
closure with them where we're going to what conclusion. She's already looked like she's jumping into something else, and it seems like, well, she has a pattern of smashing whoever she worked with. That's what it looks
Ooh.
like to me. I don't want to say that, but it just that's the vibes that Sandy is giving off to me.
Yeah.
She basically takes, she now all of a sudden you're not interested in completing your doctrine. You ready to throw caution to the wind and follow this dude with this documentary? I'm not understanding all of this. Tap me on the shoulder and let me know, okay? Because I'm not understanding all of this. All right, so anybody else want to follow up behind that? You're welcome to it.
That was perfectly said. Like
Yeah,
I
it was. That's exactly how I feel.
All
she
right, so
she
look,
does. She finds, her passion with
I
whoever
love
she's
their
laying next
outfits. I
to.
like the way everybody dresses in this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
I
have
like
nice
the
clothes, nice
I
gets.
like how she did this whole I guess the listening
Listening
party.
party.
The listening part of
Mhm.
him.
I like the way she used New York scenery and stuff like that. Renee pulled out all the stops for her men.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Should she have been supporting him from the get-go? Yes, she should have been.
Right.
And I know it was kind of weird the way he met up with this band because he found them on the subway coming home from work and stuff like that. But that was last season that was one of the turnoffs with Jason. But I see he's has a, his he's very passionate about it and he's into it and things of that nature, so I get it.
Mm. I was just here for India. That's the only person I was here for in the episode.
Okay,
I was
take the trimester off turns into years. Trust me, bad idea. Exactly. HEA says the wardrobe was the best part of the series.
Yeah.
I get it too. So moving on. I couldn't even get no still clips this week because they had music under everything. So I just left it alone.
Yeah.
I did like I said, I did like the little scenery. What was your thoughts of Ola and Community Peen doing the whole Wakanda Forever thing, y'all?
Oh my goodness. Listen, well, that part right there, I was like, okay, but what I was more interested in was I was actually excited that Whitney actually took charge, said something, and was like, I did this, and she told him. I know it was bad timing, but she told him, and that's what I liked about that whole situation.
Mm.
I felt like she was really honest with him, and that was like a big step. But I still feel like we didn't get no closure with it. But at least she was honest.
And let me go to who's next. Who wants to
I want to go next to
in?
piggyback off of EJ.
Okay, Nita.
Like for me, that if I remember, y'all tell me if I could be wrong. Now I remember Ola saying that he didn't want to know nothing. She could have just not said anything. So that in my mind kind of went towards the same thing about this whole confessing that, here you go. And I'm like, they're getting so close. Like, I definitely agree. If Bad Timing and Can't Read the Room was a person, it would be Whitney. I was like, girl, what are you doing? And he was like getting all up on her, like she looking at the camera, he looking at her. I was like, this, yes. And for me, I feel like she did not say the right thing. Like, I still feel like he wants to know why, or he wants to know something meaningful, not just know the person to put more salt on the wound. I think he wants to get a little bit more at, as to the psychology behind why she did it and that she's not going to do it again. But I don't think that, oh yeah, it's him right there. I was just like, girl, no.
Yo, she pissed me off with this whole thing.
I was so mad.
What about you, Struggles? What was your thought with this whole?
Look at here. I don't like Whitney's ass already. I can't stand Whitney as a character. It's like they wrote her for us not to like her. Like, bad place. I think it would have been better if it was just like, oh my God, can't believe he's here. Let me excuse myself from this party in this public setting and tell Ola what's what later, because I don't need him dapping up Community Peen. Like, it just was like, she does stuff in such a careless manner. I didn't think it was like, oh, look at Whitney being so brave and bold. It's just like, well, yeah, I just wanted you to know. Like, it's just very that whole privilege thing that she has going on. Like, I'm just telling you because I don't want anybody else. And then we walk off and we leave Ola standing in the wind and don't give him any closure. Once again, this entire show as to say, I slept with this person and this is why. I don't give a damn who you slept with. I want to know why you did it. And like, she has yet to do that. But to do it like this here and then like how she engages with Community Peen after this scene, I just think Whitney is trash, but that's just me personally.
Look, smash the like and give Whitney a trash can, y'all, in the chat. That's what she deserves. I feel like she has her bird moments, and this is her bird moment. She's acting just like a chicken head. Look, a chicken head that has good diction. Okay. Yeah, I'm just so pissed off with her because it's like, yo, you just basically, that song is this the part you take my heart to wipe your feet on?
Step on it.
That's what I'm hearing. Is this the part you take my heart to wipe your feet on?
Then he's a good man, Savannah. This is a good man. I've still been
this actually is a good man.
This is a good man. Like they have
Yes.
yet to show us, like, oh, well, we could see why she would be uneasy about, her feelings or marriage to Ola. He acts this way. Ola has been A1 since we met him, and Whitney has been Whitney since we met her. Ola, you can do better. My number is 55555.
Exactly. Nah, I think they created Whitney for nobody to actually like her, like you said. Like it wasn't meant for people to really like her. She's so nonchalant about everything. And I think in order for you to even like that character, you have to go into the understanding of that Whitney is going to be very careless about what she says. It's not going to come from a lot of feeling. It's going to come from a point of where it's just, she just put it out there and that's
Yeah.
it. It has
I
no
get
meaning
it.
behind it, but I don't know. She ain't my character. She ain't my favorite character. So
I
Yeah.
love
Whitney
that
was
though. I
doing what
think
was expected of her society standards. So you think she felt like she did the right thing? I don't think she did the right thing.
mm-mm.
I
Like
think in her head she thought she was. That threw me for a loop. First of all, when we seen him come back in the picture and them dapping, I was just like, wow, why are we throwing him in here now? I didn't get the point of that. And they all like, oh God, he's here and it's gonna be messy and all that. And then I can't remember which one of y'all said it, but somebody mentioned how they was grooving with the pictures and he looking at her. And so when she said, I got something to tell you, I'm thinking she about to really pour out her heart to him about how she feels and give him that more meaningful like something.
Mhm.
And when she was like, "Oh, it was Chris, the guy," I said, "No, this chick didn't." Like, why? Why are we telling him this? I
I
just didn't
swear
get
I
none
wanted
of
to
that.
throw my drink at the
Yes,
screen.
she just killed it. Like, mm-mm. It was not. It was. I was not here for it. And then telling him he was whack. She faked her
Oh
orgasm.
oh,
God.
she was like, this was her bird moment once again.
Right.
All I heard was all I heard was that when she was talking. When she was doing all this talking, I was hearing a whole bunch of clucking like
Mm,
a chicken.
This
I
is
don't know.
trash. This is Whitney
Yeah.
being Whitney. She never has any accountability for anything she does. It's always the next person's fault. And per
Mhm.
usual, just because I'm upset, yo D was trash. It wasn't
Right.
trash.
But
Like
I'm saying
his
though,
D
how
was
you gonna say
trash.
this though? And they, your own girls told you not to sleep with this girl.
Right.
Hmm.
Not to.
Yeah, we can't trust Whitney. This is the same person who said the cokehead sex was the best she ever had. So who knows?
Right.
that's true. But when you look at him and then you look at Ola, it's like, oh my God. Because I couldn't remember even what he looked like at first. But when I got
Mhm.
this close up, I was like, oh God,
I
Whitney,
know.
what
Look
was
how
wrong with you?
dusty he look.
Mhm.
He got on this little short set. He just looked dusty.
That's cool.
He looked like he still got sweaty balls from playing basketball. Ooh, I'm just saying. Look,
Oh,
he just threw on this to go to the party at the bar down the block.
But that's the tired writing, Moochie. Like how close they are dapping up and all this other stuff. You would think that this person would be close enough to Ola to know, what, that's your woman of 10 years. Like they don't even know each other after 10 years. Like the writing is just terrible.
Thank you.
now
Exactly.
that's true. He
All
should have
right.
known her.
So I
Mhm.
want to ask y'all this. I like what Barb told her to go for what she know
Mhm.
and get her man. But I like that Renee took accountability that she basically messed up on this one.
Mhm. She sure
And
did.
we're gonna talk to the accountability queen that she want everybody to take accountability for their stuff. Nita. Nita, what's your thoughts on your girl owning up to her nonsense?
I mean, I feel like she did in a way,
Mm.
but I don't know. I feel like if she really did, I think she would have made a better attempt to communicate before things had kind of snowballed. Like now, it feels like she's doing damage control. Like she's like, uh oh, like she's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that's how I feel. I don't know. I feel like that maybe it's just one of those things that you like, oh my god, I gotta fix it. She come in, she see India. Like, did y'all get a clear reading on whether or not India and Jason might have did the Uchi Coochie or something? Like,
I don't
Nah,
know.
I
I
don't
don't.
think
He
so.
said
No.
they didn't
I don't
seal the
think so.
deal when they had the
it was,
conversation with Ola. He was
yeah,
saying it's the lines are blurred, but they haven't done anything yet.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay.
So
Yeah,
they
and I
like what?
believe him.
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe him.
He
Yeah,
should have. Renee been doing everything.
Right.
Yeah,
I
she-
wouldn't have been mad at him if he did, but he was saying he didn't.
Yeah. And you can
Right.
clearly see that he still love her. He even says that he's only giving her the divorce because she wanted the divorce.
wanted
He didn't even want to do the divorce thing. So I think that I think that he wouldn't have done it just because he still cares about her. These women actually have some pretty good guys. I don't get it.
Mhm.
Exactly. And they messed on all three of them.
Yeah, I love Barbara. I love anytime they show her on the screen. Give Barbara a spinoff. I will watch it.
So okay, Alicia Smith says the saddest part of most positive comments are being made about their outfits. We
Yeah,
don't
that was the most
stream
positive
these
thing.
channels for outfit updates. If I want to watch for fashion, I would have watched Project Runway. I totally understand, girl.
Yes, right there with
Mhm.
you.
All right. So look, I didn't even do no word scrams, y'all. So y'all know I wasn't really excited about this. And who is okay? This is the vote. Please cast your vote. Whose season's ending were you most satisfied with? All right, so that's where it is.
You
I
didn't
don't.
put Barb up there. I don't know why you didn't put Barb.
Right.
You should have put Barb.
Yeah, Bob was living
Look,
her best
oh
life.
man, I really look. I started to too, but I was like, ain't nobody gonna sing.
Don't be trying to shoehorn Barb in there because they've sent in Paw Paw. So who's this old man? No, no.
All I know is I'm trying to get out of here.
Oh, come on. This is from 96, y'all. So you know they got some old, some like old roughneck.
Mhm.
All right.
That's a roughneck.
Look, he was rolling with
I
Wu Tang. I don't know. He was rolling with Wu Tang.
Right.
So, you don't know how he was back in the day.
I thought I forgot something. I said, where this man come from?
Right.
Okay,
That
so
was the
what
one
y'all
that got
thought about
away.
the verses?
They had him roll up like we knew who he was. I was like, what? Did I miss something? I'm like, I know I watched every episode.
What was y'all thought about the verses part, y'all?
That was hilarious. And
Funny.
That was
again,
funny.
Bob, when she stepped
Funny.
in and was doing the Queen Latifah reference,
Oh yeah,
that was my part. But
that
that
part
was funny.
when she was doing that because she was doing
Yeah.
the whole
Yes.
remix.
It was funny, but
It's funny. It was
it
cute.
was it was cute. I got
Renee
I
better-
got a little mushy seeing Renee
Aw.
in it.
Renee's vocals were better.
Yes, they were.
Yes.
Weren't they? I said, come
were.
on, Renee.
They were better.
Mhm.
All right, let me see what the chat is saying. Okay, we already got that. I mean, at this point, okay, people's like was satisfied with the funny parts too. So yeah,
Yeah, Barb rapping was the best part of the episode.
It was so good. It was good. I was
no,
like,
you didn't. Okay, so let me ask y'all this: what did y'all think with the ultimatum that Jason gave Renee?
Trash.
I was on pins and needles. I just knew Jason was gonna say it's too late.
Mhm.
It's too
That's
late.
all I kept saying.
So he wants children. Do you think this is like right now? This is not the good thing for her because she's so career orientated. This is gonna set my girl back.
This is like formulaic writing. They're setting this up if they do get another season for them to break up yet again and for Renee to say, I'm not ready to have a baby. We're on two different pages. That's nobody's mother. No.
Not even after she lost her nana.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you don't think she'll be at? Okay, we saw the conversation that Do y'all remember when the parents all met
Mhm.
and they had that conversation about the how can I say it? They had the whole conversation about them not being so career orientated.
yeah.
Not wanting children. Do you think this was something that came back to
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
yeah.
Child, if Sunday wasn't ready to be nobody's mama, Renee Show ain't. I don't see it. I
Me
don't
neither.
see it.
I think
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't
a
see
bad idea for them to add this part in. Like we just got them back together. So you finally got one couple back together that people were like, okay, let's put them back together. They didn't really need to break up. They needed to work through this because when you
Right.
think about it, there was really no reasoning for them to really just break up all the way over this. This is really a workable situation. But
Mhm.
nevertheless, we break up, we get them back together, only to throw in a whole nother loophole when we haven't even closed out any of this other stuff that we got going on. Give Renee a freaking break. Let her be
Right.
for like a second
Right.
and work on everybody else's storylines or
I'm like,
something.
they didn't even give her a day, a whole night. Like all of that in the span of one night.
That was crazy. It was just like too much.
Well, I
Exactly.
never
I
cared
felt like
about
everything
Renee.
was rushed.
Mm.
Where it was like, all right, ish, or get off the pot. Get off the pot, nigga.
I never cared about Renee and Jason's relationship. We never spent any real time with them. The most time we spent was with Sandy and Matthew, or at least Ola and Whitney. If I wanted some closure or to have a oh my god moment, it would have been with one of those relationships,
Right,
especially
right,
Sandy and
right.
Matthew, because they seem to have the most mature one, and Sandy just kind of left that alone like a child.
Mhm.
That's where I would have wanted to, linger into somebody's relationship. I don't know, Jason.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wanted
because
Sandy and
basically
Whitney.
she
I mean,
was
not
talking
Whitney.
about putting them out the whole first season.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted Sandy and Matthew. That's what I've been
Yeah.
wanting.
I was.
I just wanted to see what would happen. Like, I feel like we didn't get enough of Matthew. Like, I really just, I don't know. I just feel like they dropped the whole ball on that
Yes.
altogether. And I really wanted to see what, like, their real conversation. Like, we've been saying all season, like, we never get to see any of their real conversations from the moment. What was it, Moochie, when they walked into the apartment, when he found
Yeah,
out
they was
about the
supposed to
leave it.
apartment?
have this conversation about the breakup and he didn't have it.
We didn't get to see any of it, and that's the parts
Yeah.
that I really, really wanted to. I wanted to see her show up at this birthday party, even though he told her ass not
Me
to go.
too. Especially
Exactly.
since they showed that when you see the scenes of what happened, that was one of the scenes they showed his daughter inviting her to the party. So I'm thinking she's still going to show up to the party.
Exactly. Me too.
Nothing.
I just wanted to see Tika Stomper tell her to get your ass out my face. I wanted to see some of that friction. Like, girl, not you rolling up here acting like you was all devoted to my child just for you to leave. I wanted to see some of that action in Matthew. It was just so many moments that could have happened that they left for us to see stuff that we didn't care about.
So we feel
Yeah.
like we
I
all agree that the writers dropped the ball with this.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, a long time ago.
Okay. So we basically went through it in 33 minutes. I'm gonna close out the vote, but before I close it out, we got 20 people in here. Please come to my channel and just cast your vote, and then y'all could go back to whoever's channel y'all was watching it from. I appreciate that, and so that way we could have like just a sort of little accurate little count of what's going on. Will we know if they do renew this, if we gonna come back and try this again? Okay, so that's where we at with that. I don't think it's gonna get renewed though. I'm being honest. Look, we got the strike. We got a writer's strike, and it seemed like these people was like already on strike with this whole series.
Right.
I just feel bad because they were good, talented people, and they could have had better material to work with. That's
they had an opportunity. You're right. They had a great opportunity to make something just as good as Harlem. And I hate comparing shows, but I love Harlem, and I just feel like Harlem has a better storyline or something. I don't know what it is. It's just something that's better about it. But this had a really good opportunity, and I was giving it all the chances in the world.
Yeah. If it does come back, I need them to like really, I don't know, dig more into the story. Okay, I know it's only a half an hour, but if you're gonna start something, let it come full circle. Don't just
they need to develop it more. And it's okay to not it's okay to develop a story. Like, it's perfectly okay to develop characters, develop the story, and make it make sense, and leave out all the other stuff that don't need to be there. Like, it's okay.
Yeah. And give me more Bob.
I love Barb.
Yes.
I think maybe it'll have maybe a clean slate if it gets renewed for a third season. Maybe this is due to them having to rework stuff with Elle being gone. So maybe they just wanted to shift it to start fresh. But you can lose your support in your audience real quick. So get it together.
Okay, so do you,
I forgot about that.
Struggles? Do you think
that's
that
how I felt when we started it? But
so let me ask y'all this, and I'm gonna start with Struggles. Do y'all think that this whole thing suffered because they were throwing a curveball by Elle abruptly not coming back to the show?
Definitely. You can see where even we know we love Barb, but it's like Barb has no purpose to be here anymore.
right.
And she just comes in like I'm just here. But even with just the storyline, Elle was the center of the friendship, and even her relationship or the on and off again relationship that she had with her man was the center of the show too. So when you take that away and you have to figure out what you're gonna do, we get, haphazard stuff like this that is just not interesting at all to watch. And I thought that maybe they can make the dynamic work better because now we just get to solely focus on the three friends. But if we don't know what to do with them, then we don't know what to do with them. Like it wasn't anything worth watching at all.
All right, and Tamika, what's your take on it?
Yeah, I agree. I think she summed it up pretty good. I felt that way from the beginning. Like because we didn't have Elle, they was trying to kind of, figure out what to fill in and stuff. But even still, they should have. I don't really want to judge, these writers and stuff. It's not an easy job, but
No,
I
it's
definitely
not.
felt like we was just skipping around. There was a few times when we was like, okay, so we not gonna say nothing about that. It's not gonna be a deeper conversation. We just left that and we moved on, and that was it. Like, yeah, it was too much of that going on. If we get less of that, maybe we can
I agree.
actually
There
have
has
have
been
some
more
sex.
than once where they dropped the ball, where we're like, they have
They
to have
better
this
have some
conversation.
sex next season. Have some sex next season. Like this was the most sexless stars show I've ever
Oh
seen.
yeah, they only
Right.
had basically two scenes with Matthew and
Mhm.
Sandy, and
Yeah.
then the other one with
Whitney and
Whitney and
Cokehead.
Mhm.
They have more
they
sex
didn't
scenes.
even show Renee and
Yeah, they didn't really show anything.
Jason
Like,
really
Mhm.
get
Yeah.
into it. They didn't show her and Preston get into it either. A little
no.
peck kiss here and there, and
Shonda
that was
Mhm.
that.
Rhimes, she got more sex on
Oh
a
yeah,
regular network channel than
Right. Yeah,
I'm
because
always
Matthew and
here.
Sandy, I remember saying they didn't get me much with that. Okay.
No,
Exactly. She didn't even seem interested. I remember
Right.
Nita saying
She
that.
I'm on the
answering the
phone.
She's like
phone.
she was looking at the cracks on the wall to see if it was really gonna start leaking. But anyhow, this is the vote.
Ooh, none.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yeah. I
Oh
voted
wow.
71% said none.
none.
Yeah, that was
Oh
me.
man.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, this is bad.
That's
Yeah,
all
but
right.
you know what? I didn't even think about that though. I literally got so focused in how bad it had shifted towards the end that I forgot that we did lose a pivotal part at the very beginning. And I remember making a video about that, about the fact that was it
Yeah.
gonna be, was it gonna mess up the dynamics of the show? And I also thought that it would be okay with just the three because we would get to embark on their storylines a little
Right.
bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did. I forgot all about that. That's sad. I
Yeah,
forgot.
me too, EJ. I was hopeful. But nope. They dropped the whole ball with that one.
Mm.
And they had potential too. This could be a great show, but
I
maybe,
Yeah.
like
agree.
Struggle said, maybe if they get another season, because I ain't for nobody losing their jobs.
Right.
If they get another season, I'm still gonna watch. I'll watch
Me
it.
too. I want to support
Well, we
our
got
black
the
shows.
writers
Maybe
strike.
they can redo and bring it back the right way. Maybe they can. Maybe they'll take all the feedback because I know
Right.
they got to be getting some feedback. I know they looking.
Mm.
And I feel like maybe they can just start from scratch. And it's not they can do it.
I agree too. I
Yeah.
feel like if they come in and they start off with this whole pregnancy thing and try to reel that back in and show Jason and Renee working on their relationship and building a business around the band and all of that stuff, her advertising, all of that too, her making her contacts with this girl, they could do all of that. I feel like if they took care of Whitney's situation and just let her go to therapy and come clean with this and start doing steps to come clean with everything.
Mhm.
Where she basically wiped her feet, on his heart. So I feel like
His
just
heart, his
Yeah.
beard.
be
Yeah, I
addressed.
definitely would need to see growth with these characters. I mean, the name of this episode was No Regrets. So we were supposed to be going forward, not having no regrets about nothing. I didn't feel like we really moved anywhere, especially with Whitney and Sandy. I was like, I guess.
And didn't we also lose the aspect of the therapy? Because I remember that being a pivotal part of the show
They
before,
threw
and we
that in there
learned.
too, and I was like, I'm here for that because y'all know I love
And they dropped
therapy.
the ball with that too. I feel like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
they didn't even tell Whitney to basically hold herself accountable for what she did.
He said, "Forgive yourself."
Yeah, like it's
Yes,
wild to me.
because I did like that part when Renee was saying, "Oh gosh, I can't remember." They came over to the house, and she was like basically bull crapping around about the Jason thing, and they was like, instead of doing all this other stuff, that's nice that you're doing this stuff, but how about being direct with him? This is what got you in trouble in the first place. I
Mhm.
love the fact that they said that to her. I was like, yes, because while we playing games right now, like get to it. But I
It
feel like
came
we
from
needed to
Whitney.
say that to ourselves too,
Not
especially
coming
Whitney.
from Whitney. Whitney of all
Yes,
people. Girl, you don't get to tell me nothing.
exactly.
Okay. I said Whitney and Sandy don't get to give Renee no more advice. Like
No.
we is done with
They
the
gave
advice
the
from
worst
them.
advice them too.
Exactly.
But Moochie, I want to ask a question. I'm trying to figure out why Jason feels like he want to have a child when his career will not have him stable.
He's not
Girl.
even gonna be home all the time. Let me
Right?
find
He
Mhm.
has
out.
to move around. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Does that make any sense to
It
y'all?
doesn't. And then
It
you
was just
already
something to throw in some
saying
drama.
you kind of digging this girl, and you gonna be probably back and forth to Atlanta and all of that, and she's in New York and she's having a baby. No, this
Yeah.
this is already a
Is
red
that
Or
flag
one of
she
from the
gonna
those
be on the
jab.
trap?
road with him.
Is that a
I
trap
thought
movie?
that's what I was going to say. I thought it was a way to sit Renee's ass down. Like, girl, this will be the
Exactly.
last
Yeah.
time you hop on a private jet. Live your best life or leave me. If we
Uh-huh.
have a baby, it's going to fix things and tie you to me for life type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Mhm.
That's what I
exactly.
thought.
no.
The common misconception that a lot of people
Right.
actually believe is going to work. If we have a baby boy, it's gonna make it. Okay, yeah,
Right.
No.
You know.
Mhm.
yeah. I
She
don't.
won't even give maternal. You see how she threw that little dog that
Yeah.
episode when she got through like, I don't got
Yeah, she
time for
gave the
this.
dog back to the neighbor.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was funny. And
Mm-mm-mm.
they have such good comical moments in it too. Like I don't know. I want the show to work. You
Me
know,
too.
I
Yeah.
really wanted to. I just want them to get it right.
Hmm.
All right, so that's our message to run the world. We want this show to work, but we want y'all to get it right. Get it right, y'all. Get. I don't know. Whenever this strike in, get back in there and put your pen to paper and make it happen, y'all. So
Mm-mm.
that's
Y'all got
our
some time on y'all
overall
hands.
synopsis with everything. Cause we love the actors on the show. It's just
Right.
Mhm.
we want them to have better material to work with.
I ain't gonna
Right.
lie, I liked her better in the Carmichaels, y'all. I ain't gonna
Oh
like.
yeah.
I loved her in the Carmichaels, so that's what kind of drew me to this when I first saw it. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, okay, but her character is so unbearable sometimes. I don't know.
And who is that? Who was in the Carmichaels?
Oh,
Whitney.
Whitney.
Oh Lord. All right, so we got the final results in. And what y'all got going on y'all channels? I'm gonna start with you, Tamika.
What do I got going on? I don't even remember. Wednesday is sisters. Thursday, I think we're gonna be doing. Is it this Thursday? Yeah, the Thursday night movie. I think I'm gonna be doing Roxanne. So
Mm-hmm. Y'all can
y'all
get it from
Yo,
refreshing
Netflix.
man.
y'all memories on that. Okay. And then trivia Saturday. And that's it for now. Keep your notifications on.
All right, and let me go to EJ. What you got going on, EJ?
Hello. So yes, so on what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. So Wednesday, shoot, Wednesday is something, but I can't remember what. Wednesday, Candy and I are going to be talking about the family business, but we're actually going to be talking about the books. So we're just trying something different, trying out some different content while we're going through this. And then we are also going to be having my birthday bash on Thursday. So we're going to be, so after we do our movie night, later that night, we're going to talk about All the Queen's Men because it's coming back on. So we're going to talk about that, and we're just going to celebrate my day of birth. That's about it.
All right, and that's Saturday coming up, right?
That's Thursday. So on the day that it premieres. So that's after our live after our movie night. It's gonna be like late that night, like at 11 or something like that. Staying up late for
next
this.
Thursday?
That's this Thursday.
This Thursday. Okay, I just want to get everything straight.
And then after that, I think that's it for now. And then just keep your notifications on. You never know what's gonna happen.
All right, and NITA, what you got going on?
Okay, so I'm gonna be dropping a few things, just like some hot topics. We didn't get a chance to talk about some things last week, but I really want to get the message out for my young women. I'm the old lady sitting underneath the tree trying to let you know. Okay, so
right.
I have a couple of topics. I have the DDG and Halle Bailey situation going on. I also have the light skinned Keisha and her fiance, that podcast. I got some commentary on that. Then I'm releasing a new segment that our old Black love films are not couple goals. So I'm going to be breaking down like some of our movies like Love and Basketball, X, and Soul Food not being couple goals. Not being couple goals like we thought they were.
Okay.
So that and All the Queen's Men. So that'll be sometime this week as well.
All right. And Struggles, you're new.
Yeah.
What you got going on your channel, boo?
It's always a lot, Moochie. I am currently right now actually working on my video for Bamboozled. I at this point specialize in doing throwback content. So I'm doing Bamboozled Spike Lee 2000. That should be up tomorrow. Let's see. Wednesday, I should be doing a video for Serial Mom. Friday, if EJTV is available, we should be getting into What's Love Got to Do with It. Of course, I will do my premiere review for that, and then also do a live later after party chat with EJTV where we discuss What's Love Got to Do with It. And then Saturday, I will be getting into They Clone Tyrone, and I will also be going live with Just My Opinion, where we will be discussing They Clone Tyrone. So it's always a plethora of content. Please go and subscribe and look at my community tab. It's always there. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so what I got going on, I know I had technical issues Friday, so I wasn't able to go online. I almost thought I wasn't gonna be able to do anything tonight, but I'm good for tonight. So I'm just gonna try to keep your community tabs on. So I'm gonna try to get everything together for trending topics. I gotta get back with my little panel and see if everybody's schedule is coordinated. So keep your notifications on. Please be sure to watch, and that's about it, y'all. That's our show for tonight. Thanks for coming through. God bless y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. Peace.
All right, y'all.